Hello, I'm Jashikins, and we're returning on the Oscar 2016 Winners Little Series. And I made a fucking mistake, and it stopped recording before it was supposed to. Fucking bastard. But anyways, I'm here to talk about the Best Director winner, and Alejandro González Iñárritu. Fuck, I'm probably mispronouncing that shit. I'm really sorry to be to be the stupid white American to go, I don't know how to pronounce other things. You mean there's other languages besides English? But yeah, and he won for The Revenant. Even though I personally don't really like the film, I can't deny that it's artistic, that of its value to the industry. So I wasn't surprised at all once he won for this category because, well, the Golden Globes, The Revenant did extremely well there. And so I was like, oh, he won Best Director. I'm not surprised. Now, the winner of Best Picture, Spotlight, that surprised me. I may talk about that in another vlog or somewhere else, but that's not what this vlog is about. This vlog is about Alejandro winning for The Revenant. And the director has to look over everything that's going on, and and just in a studio setting, that can be hard enough because you're looking at actors, the cast and crew of whatever you're filming, and just making sure everything goes according to plan. Now, when you film outside, like making sure everyone's doing their thing and everything's going properly is a lot more hellish because the weather doesn't necessarily always work in your favor. One example of weather gone good, in an episode of The Walking Dead, the crew was preparing to make a fake rainstorm, and guess what? The rainstorm, a real rainstorm, happened right when they needed to. And one of Weather Gone Bad, filming The Cabin in the Woods, rain started to really do a torrential downpour when it wasn't supposed to. And with The Revenant, I'm not sure exactly what the weather conditions were like, but just seeing the film, it's like the shit must have gone bad on the weather front, so Alejandro was able to make a good film out of that. So I'm just like, bravo, Alejandro. I think you did really deserve this for Best Picture. I mean, while I, again, didn't really like the film, it is well done, and I can't deny that. And so, I just raved it. Never mind. So, anyways, what did you think about The Revenant winning for Best Director? Do you agree with this? Do you not agree with this? Please post your opinions down below. And I have been Jashikins owner at jashikins.blogspot.com. If you go to my blogs, you can actually see some decent vlogs. I recently released the latest part of my Animorphs reread, and I'm working on a very long Life is Strange post, so keep a lookout for that. That's probably going to take a little while to get done, depending what else I have to work with, so yeah. And if you go on my bloggity blog, on the sidebar thingy, there's a dragon waiting to be named and a poll. And if you have been a fan of mine for a while and want to know how you can financially support me, I'm going to mention some links, and all of them will be posted down below too. I'm working on a web series called Chronicles of Gaia. Now, if you can read the main chapters without paying at all. The people who donate to my Patreon can view chapters ahead of time. Usually I'll post a preview of a chapter and say, hey, I'm going to be releasing the full thing on the blog at this date, but if you donate to my Patreon, you can view it way ahead of time. And you also, if you donate to my Patreon, you also can get bonus content of Chronicles of Gaia, which includes bonus chapters, behind the scenes, and for just donating to my Patreon alone, even if you don't give a shit about Chronicles of Gaia, you can, if you donate $1 a month, you get update on my ebooks. So, hey, I'm thinking of also adding another perk to $1. So, well, I've been thinking about this for a little while, so it might happen, might not. I'm being very careful, so I don't promise something I, can't provide. And for $5 a month, you get a 30-minute exclusive vlog, at which, no one has donated $5 a month, so guess what? I just use it as my, monthly therapy session, but if people start to view, I will start to actually put a lot of effort into those, 30-minute vlogs. And I do Fiverr. I do short stories. I'll give advice, bunch of stuff. Some of my smaller gigs may come and go, but my editing, writing short stories, editing, and reviewing those three will always stay. And finally, I've reopened my cafe press shop, where I sell designs, so you can buy stuff, look stylish or whatever, sort of. And I add one new design a week. And I might expand on what products have what designs if, a design's popular enough. So, I have been Jashikins, and until next video, goodbye.